the time to say bye to you.
Okay, well, thank you.
And at the same time, I just have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
This is related to the 5 minds of the future. How are related to children learning languages in an early age? Using all these benefits and in the cognitive area that they develop by learning different languages.
Well, there is now better evidence than we had until now that there are cognitive benefits from learning more than one language. But it's no secret that if you grow up in Switzerland or Sweden, it's more important than if you grow up in Austin.
Right.
Though Austin, at least their Spanish is a plus. So I think you always have to ask it in the context of which society you're in. And also, every choice involves things that you then don't do. And the problem with education in the United States with foreign languages is not that we haven't done it, but we haven't done it well enough to make a difference. I mean, my kids studied French. They have no French. What they had to do was pick up Spanish because they're in New York and it's helpful to have it. So there's no supportive context in this country for most languages because it's not taught well enough, and even if it was, you have no chance to use it. So I mean, those are contextual issues you have to pay attention to.
Right. And our schools are full immersion, so they receive like half day Spanish, half day English.
Well, then for young kids, it's very natural, and I would certainly applaud any parent who selected that for the child. But if you were to throw a dart in the United States and it landed in Kansas, and you said, "What's the point of studying French in Kansas?" the answer is not much.
And when you learn your language, these cognitive skills, it opens so wide that if they're able to do more than to learn more. I mean, in a very broad context.
Well, the woman who I mentioned yesterday, Patricia Kuhl, you should look at her TED Talk because she's really documenting differences from early age for kids who are bilingual. And I mean, you can't do the ideal experiment, which is to say, this side of the room will be educated bilingually, that side of the room will never hear another language, and this side of the room, we won't teach them, but we won't keep them hearing other languages. That's the ideal experiment. Because parents don't randomly decide whether or not to have bilingual education. It has to do with motivation. You go to Thailand or Hong Kong, everybody wants their children to do 2 or 3 languages. You go to Kansas, nobody even thinks about that.
Right, and it's about culture as well.
Sure.
I'm happy to learn.